All right. My bad. My bad. Technical difficulties. I guess the weather and everything else, man. So while we are still talking, I want to get this video back on. You good, Capo?
Yeah. I'm definitely good. You loud and clear, man.
Cool. I don't know what happened. All right. But I just put it back out there, and everybody make sure you guys support Eternal Grind the podcast. They out there doing their thing.
I'm definitely about to post a link to yours. Matter of fact, on mine's now, man, because this is super dope, man.
Yeah, well, it's normally doper than this because we we don't have these technical difficulties. Well, I ain't gonna lie, we do. Not every day though. For some reason today we ain't right. We ain't
There
right.
you go.
But it's
KB,
all good.
what's up, KB?
I'm
Hey,
I'm making sure that everybody
yeah, we on right now. I just sent you the link in your inbox.
tell KB to come on back. I'm not gonna play this until everybody get back.
Yeah,
And
man. How'd you come across
we
us?
did.
Like that was crazy.
Uh
How'd you come across us?
a friend of mine was who always watches the show. Shout out to Marcella. She sent this and said, "Hey, you guys need to talk about this." And I
Okay.
said, "Well, we do relationship. Like I said, we do relationship every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We support the people that are out there doing their music and everything else. So, uh, you we full service over here. We represent the entrepreneurs. The thing with this is, and I say this, and I don't say this in any arrogant way, and this and that. We go across the world. We try to make sure that everybody gets represented. We've connected people with radio stations. We've connected people with because I do film as well. So it's a beautiful
Perfect.
thing that we network with each other so that we
Absolutely.
can always make sure that we support one another. We don't have a problem with supporting anybody. The beautiful part about Dope Living TV is that we all of us are from Gary, Indiana, but
Okay.
we don't all of us don't live there. You
Okay.
know,
Okay.
um, we got, and I'm go down the list while Gina comes on. Um, Chris Mills, you saw the list of people whose names were on there. Chris Mills,
Right.
he's out in Las Vegas. He's a record producer. He's actually getting ready to. He's on the cusp of doing a NBA franchise because they're opening it up. Expansion teams are opening up. So Chris is actually getting ready to put the Las Vegas Stars out there if everything goes well.
Okay.
So
Which is crazy
um,
because my brother is a coach. My brother's a college coach. Yeah.
there we
Hello,
go.
guys.
What's good, KB?
Okay.
And then we
How
got
are you?
we're all good. We got Ujimar, who he's been in prison. He just recently got out of prison, but he's also into music and he's do a lot of stuff on his own as well. Maurice is a DJ out in Tennessee. Uji's in Indianapolis. I'm in Michigan. And Gina is an author, and she's got books that are on Amazon, and we just make sure that we support each and everybody. Speaking of Ujimar, there he is right there. Uji,
I
say
need
hello
Hello.
to the cast from Eternal Grind.
everything.
Yes.
What it
Make
do?
sure
What
Hello,
it do?
to
everybody.
everything so
Hey,
I could
hey,
definitely
what's going
support
down?
all of it.
Power to the people,
Hello.
boy.
Power to the
That's
people.
right.
What's
Hey,
up?
Power to
Yes,
the
sir. Yes,
people.
sir.
That's right.
I
but
think we
yeah,
still got
I'm
this little
getting
glitch
links
thing.
to everything that you guys got going on, man. So I could definitely support 100%, man. I love
Yeah.
black businesses. I love supporting my people all around the board, man. And for you to tune in and check us out and give us this
Yeah.
opportunity to come up and speak on your platform is definitely a blessing, man. I appreciate you, man.
Totally. Yeah, it's
Again, man.
amazing.
Again, I sat there. I was getting ready for this show, and I ran across Eternal Grind, the podcast. I'm like, let me see what they're about.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys, and I was telling him earlier, KB, you guys were just throwing so many gems out, and we were talking about the same thing, relationships, and how we got to move around and navigate through these relationships. All right, you guys did a
Mm-hmm.
great job, man, and I hope I can see more of it. Seriously.
Yes. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And again, we appreciate you allowing us to be on your platform and also tuning in and giving us a chance. and appreciate.
All day,
We
man.
appreciate
This
that.
is what we do. That's Ujima right there. I was explaining a little bit of your story, Uji, but and we having huge technical difficulties today. I don't understand it, but we're gonna try to roll through this. We got another hour. We're gonna try to roll through this. Uji,
I just shot on.
again,
I got technical difficulties where I'm at. I sent
Say
you.
what?
I sent you a text. I said I got technical difficulties going over where I'm at right now. My water heater blew. I'm replacing my water heater right now.
Oh Lord.
Oh yeah, that's some crazy talk.
Yeah, real life.
But you know how to work it out, though, bro. I already know.
Yeah, I just wanted to hop in. I had went on there. I saw you was by yourself, so I just wanted to give you a little bit of something.
Right.
And he's Uji's my real brother. Actually, he's my real brother.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Salute to keeping it in the family. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I came from
successful black men, man. Successful black men. I love it.
That's right.
Trying to do our thing. But you guys are as well, okay? And while we messing up, we talk about relationships, and we're gonna do it tomorrow too. Hopefully, this will come out better. But I just want to celebrate you guys again. We were sitting and we were talking. I was talking to myself actually about, I'm thinking that we were the only game in town that was really kicking it, the real.
Right.
And when listening to you guys, man, I'm telling you, I really want to do something with you guys, seriously, because 1 or 2 days is not enough for you guys to be on. Okay. Uji, you got to go check out Eternal Grind, the podcast. All right.
I most definitely will. Matter of fact, why don't you show me a link? My hands a little nasty, everything. Like I said, I was just trying to support the show right now. I'm about to get off of here and get back to this. We need some water tonight, baby.
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely.
But you know what? I love it. I love y'all. I love all my people, most definitely and stuff.
Right.
If my brother say y'all making waves, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna all make some waves together, make a typhoon.
Yes, sir.
That's right. That's right.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
So with that being said, power to the people. I love y'all.
Power to the people, bro.
That's right.
What's up?
That's right.
Yeah.
Wow.
So for everybody that is listening, since I got you guys here, okay, we can do relationships another day, okay. But tell people what made you guys, and I already spoke with Capo about this, but KB, what made you guys want to do something about not just relationships, but what the podcast itself?
Well, our story isn't unique, but it's unique to us. We grew up in Harlem, New York. We were in the era where our parents were drug addicted, and we had certain life experiences that we felt that a lot of the things that we've been through, we could have been in very, very unfortunate places. We could have been dead in jail, sick or addicted to a drug. And so being that we all are very, very productive, we are part of society in a positive way. All of our siblings are doing well, regardless of our upbringing. And we really felt like we wanted to be that example for the people who grew up in our era and the people who felt like all the things that you have been through determines who you'll be as an adult in this world, in this life. The things that we weren't prepared for, the things that we weren't taught growing up, we decided to try to beat the odds of the stigma of being a crack baby, or a child of an addict. And we decided to just take a risk and get out there and put ourselves out there and be open, be transparent about our experiences, and also to touch on the topics of the things that are going on today that could possibly influence our children in the wrong direction. Because this is a whole new generation. This generation, as we see it, they're kind of messed up, lost. They do need help and guidance. And the people that grew up with us or ahead of us need to step up and put these kids in their places and stop being so afraid to step out and take the risk, because our people are essentially going to get the bad, the how do you say it, the short end of the stick over and over and over again if we constantly just allow it to be,
Right.
So that's why we did this.
Right.
Yeah.
No, and it's a thing because go ahead, Copper.
It was more of a message thing. we sat down one day before 2021 came, and you know, me and my sister always have. That's my real sister, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, we sat down and we always have these deep conversations. I mean, literally daily about change and what we can do to change and the start of it, and what comes at the end of it. And so I said, I mean, the worst we can do is do, you know, something small. I was watching YouTube, like literally this podcast all over, whether they have 2 views or 1,000 views, you know.
Mhm.
We get our voices out there heard. So as I
What's
said
up?
before, we were trying to find our lane, and we're still trying to find our lane, but we end up in the same places. We end up preaching about what's wrong in the community, how could we fix it, and we have similar opinions, and a lot of people that watch our stuff or approach us, they have similar opinions as well. And it's, so, you know, instead of uh, giving this guy a record deal, let's put him through college and make him a senator.
Right. Or teach him how to, because college isn't the only way to become financially well off. College
Oh,
isn't the end all be all.
But that's
And us as African Americans, we have, me and my brother, we argue a lot during the show. Well, we don't argue, but we do definitely have different opinions on certain things.
absolutely.
I definitely have went to college. I am in debt because of college, and I have yet to find a lane where I could be able to comfortably pay off my debt because of college, thinking that, which is, our parents never taught us about credit. Our parents never taught us about learning a trade, doing something that we're good at, a talent that we all have if we just tap into it. You know what I mean? And everybody says go to college, go to college. But if you're not financially secure to go to college, and if your family isn't financially secure to go to college, you end up going to college, and then you end up being a slave to the debt that you're in before you're 25, and then you're
Yeah,
struggling, and then oftentimes people give up.
And my
yeah,
So
stance on
yeah.
it is most of us as African American male and females, we fall into the politics. And when I say politics is, it's like we all follow the same regimen without knowing we following the same regimen, right? So prime example,
yeah.
when we move into the projects, nobody has a 5 year plan to say, okay, my rent is $150. I'm gonna work at Hardee's. I'm gonna save every other paycheck for 5 years, and I'm gonna go buy a home, and I'm gonna invest in the business and do what I have to do. What they do is they create poor generational wealth. Like, all right,
Mhm.
so when the mother daughter gets pregnant, the first thing she says is, "Hey, go down there and get Section 8 in in housing, welfare, and and these are the sort of things that break our households because it's a falling ladder. When she gets pregnant, the baby daddy, 9 times out of 10, she's young. He doesn't really have a game plan for that baby, right? So now he's in a panic mode. I have to make money by any means, make sure he's happy and that baby's happy. What happens? Okay, McDonald's is only paying for so much. The money's not coming in fast enough. He hits the block. Okay, he sells one bag of weed to a cop. He gets 5 years. Right? That's
Or more, depending on the cop.
right. No, and
Yeah.
the felony on his record. When he comes home, what does the projects tell you? Oh well, anybody with a felony can't live here.
Right.
So
Right.
what
Right.
man can't be in his child life legally.
Yeah, we used to call it D's and F on the report card. You can't do nothing with drugs and felonies on your report card, man.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Wow. So now what she does is, well, since you can't be here, I'm gonna go down here and get these food stamps. And the first thing food stamp people tell you was, well, you gotta put the father on child support,
Mm-hmm.
right? So now the father's mad because he got to be on child support. He only making $200 something at McDonald's, web, so, you know, whatever the case is. So what's his next move? Go straight to the streets. That's how, you know, and even though they say, oh, but he doesn't have to do it. I mean, black men are some of the best fathers ever. Let's be real.
I'm with
Wait.
you.
But
Wait.
but
With you on that one.
Wait, yeah, yeah. You guys are one of the best fathers ever. But let's just be honest.
Mhm.
And you guys might not agree with me, but it is my opinion. So I always say this: I have a choice. I could go outside and sell drugs if I really wanted to, right? But I have three kids,
Right.
and I know that me going outside, and there's been plenty of moms who were able to go outside and hustle for their family and all these things. But I just decided I'm not going to go out there and risk my freedom and possibly risk my children but being put in a worse situation than me struggling to feed them and clothe them.
I'm not necessarily
And
saying sell drugs.
wait, 1 second. I'm sorry, 1 second.
Okay.
But, and I say this
We agree with
because
that.
I'm,
Go ahead.
I'm
Go ahead.
sorry.
No, go ahead.
Okay. Because we as women, and this is why the rules are the way they are, because our men, unfortunately, have always been a target, right? But we know that. And there's certain circumstances that might put our men in situations where they know that it's potentially jail time, and and they probably wouldn't be around in their kids' lives and everything. But knowing that now, like I know that now, I know that you're good at it. I love you're good at your hands. We could financially, if it takes you tucking your and working that 9 to 5 at McDonald's for a little bit to save a couple of dollars up so that we could sponsor your dream. Is that not realistic? Like, is that as hard
Well,
as you going to just
I about
Tell you why it's
family?
realistic, because as a black woman, right, you're taught from the root on down, which means your grandmother, your mother, whatever the case is. And most of the time, if you look in black communities, the grandmothers and the mothers don't agree, right? So
Right.
has that old school, mentality. Hey, yo, wait it out here, get it, here, get it right, here, save, stick with them. Mama is saying, nah, that baby need Pampers Thursday, so that's putting pressure on you. So who you gonna put pressure on? You're gonna put pressure on him. So it's not the fact that he's visually thinking, yo, I'm gonna go out here and commit this crime or sell drugs or whatever the case is. It's not the drug selling, it's the panic within him. You know what I'm saying? He has to take care of something, because if you don't, he's going to get penalized not only by the law, but he's going to get penalized by his community. Because you know what I'm saying, the first time he says, hey, I can't bring those Pampers into Sunday, and you're like, hey, but you get paid Friday, and then you go on Facebook on Saturday and say, oh, he's a deadbeat dad, boo, 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 boo. That's panic. That causes panic, and he's losing his mind, and it's either going to turn out two ways. He's going to get angry and something foolish is going to happen, or he's going to panic and he's going to go in a direction that he doesn't need to go in. So let's not say that's realistic, because 90%
No, but
of
it
black
is.
women,
I get what you're
no,
saying, but I am.
90% of black women does not say, okay, we're going to wait this out, we're going to support you and all the rest.
exact. I'm gonna say
That
patience,
is true.
but
That does not happen
it,
nowadays. But
Like,
that's the point of trying
in
to push our people in that direction of uplifting and trying to at least, like, honestly speaking, black women have always been holding the fort down from the majority of the time since slavery. You get our black men get beat and lynched for trying to do better. We sit there and we comfort, we nurse them back to health. We try to cover for them. At the end of the day, the mind frame of today's generation, I'm not talking about what our grandmother and our aunties or whatever would
so many, so
So
many.
let's go.
we
Make
should be promoting, trying
make
to provide and protect our men and trying to help each other establish ourselves so that we could be financially dependent on ourselves and not have to go
See,
out in
see,
the
here
street
we
and
go.
potentially put ourselves at
uh,
risk. That's what I'm
Here we
uh,
saying.
go. Here we go. Right again. Right. See,
okay.
we go back into relationships now. What do you bring to the table? Go ahead, Maurice, real quick.
right.
Well, what I was saying is that, again, patience has a lot to do with it. I mean, everybody always ragging on these little bitty, low paying jobs, $10, $15 an hour, jobs. But what you don't understand is what the way white people are taught is look at that shit as on a macro level. There's
Right.
management, There's all of that stuff. There's stuff that they pay for to send those kids to school, and they take advantage of that shit. We don't, because we too damn impatient. All cheaters, a bunch of kids, a bunch of guys. Look, man, don't look at McDonald's ass going in there and whenever they ask for management and want to be trained to do management, put on that damn shirt and be a manager and learn how to manage people and your money. So
Right.
your women don't realize, okay,
it's gonna be a minute, you know.
Yeah, it's
but
gonna be a minute. We don't want to be broke. You know, we're gonna try a whole bunch of different things. Okay, what is the quickest way to get some money right now? Go out there to the corner. Okay, but a lot of men want to do what they have to do. Now, you made a couple of statements about the women have to hold it down. No, you don't have to hold it down. You don't. We do this together. All right. So when we out there getting lynched and all of that stuff that you're talking about, we still holding it down. Don't get it. We still don't hold it down. Okay. Y'all just there for the comfort aspect of it. Okay. Oh, baby, it's gonna be all right. Oh, baby, it's cool. Okay. You know, we don't want you guys to we want you to
go through that stuff.
Yeah, everybody goes through. We want you to lift up. We want you to be there. But again, what do you bring to the table? Since we're back on this, let me play this video, KB. I really need you to comment on this. All right. This
Okay.
is what do you bring to the table? Y'all check this out.
So I hear a lot of men asking, well, what do you bring to the table? And women are now so attractive and, you know, making money and all these things. So we feel like, well, that automatically makes me a good catch. Look at me, I'm attractive and I make some money. Do you understand that even if you have a good paying job, a man will walk past your 6-figure making self and as attractive as you are and go to the mugly girl at Burger King because she knew how to be his piece and how to give him what he really was looking for? It doesn't matter what you make. Men don't care. When men ask you, what do you bring to the table? They're simply asking, do you know how to be my peace? Will you listen to me? Will you encourage me? Will you help me to pursue my dreams and to be a better man and a human being? Are you compassionate? Are you kind? Are you loving? Are you nurturing? Will you pray with me? Will you pray for me? I'm out here fighting the world. I don't want to come home and fight with you too. If I'm going to fight, I hope that you'll fight with me and fight for me. Are you going to be everything that I need? Because at the end of the day, what I'm really looking for is peace and stability. They will walk past everything if you're not that.
Man,
they will walk past everything if you're not that. You can make look. I've been married twice. My wife didn't make no money. I did a TV show for 12 years, so I have money. Okay, but here's the thing: they didn't have to be there for me, you know, and I'm gonna be there for you. Don't every time, you know, because I was in entertainment, did a music video show. Don't every time I come in, okay, well, who was that bitch? You know, okay, why was she all up on you? Blah blah this, blah blah. I don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? KB, what you think about that video?
Okay, so I totally agree. I agree. All right. I think that a woman's job is not only to empower herself and also be able to financially, how do you say it? Financially, provide for her family, also for her man if he that's what he wants also. But I do think that I would just be there to allow our man to feel comfortable with being themselves, to nurture him, to protect him, to make sure that the family is okay, to definitely he leaves the outside world with all the pressures and with all of this stuff going on to come home and feel like he has a place where he could be himself and be loved and I got your back. And I agree. I totally agree with the video.
Okay.
Now, has anybody disagreed?
No, not yet. I don't know. Gina left. Okay, I think she got a little frustrated because of but she was having difficulties anyway. You know, you guys. I wish you guys. I had met you guys last week because we had some really good conversations last week.
Yeah, it was hot.
It was ridiculously hot and had a lot of people. So there's one more that I want to, and it's about disrespect.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, now you got to hear this one. Okay, y'all check this out. DopelivenTV Live. We got the cast from Eternal Grind, the podcast, on here with us tonight. All right, and these guys definitely have a lot to say. What's going on, Herman Wilford? Hope everything is well. Gina's back. She's looking good too, y'all.
Gina,
Yes,
You got
Gina,
what you
Gina,
do? You hook the battery up to that bad boy?
all the time, Gina. That's the room.
Dang.
Damn it, the room.
Dang. You look clear.
She over there. She over there in the jungle room. Okay, well, you ain't got no cameras, nothing. All right. Let me play this video. This is a video about disrespect. KB, you just bounced. Okay, but I need you to see this video. This is about disrespect. Y'all check this out, and I know this is gonna bring some comments up. Okay, so again, DopelivenTV Live, disrespect.
Lately, I've been noticing a lot of couples are way too comfortable disrespecting each other. You'd think it's something most couples would do their best to avoid, but I've been noticing it happening all the time, not only in public, but among the couples I work with as well. Discomfort with being disrespectful to your partner is often a sign that you're taking each other's commitment for granted. And when that happens, politeness goes out the door, and you're more likely to be reckless with how you treat each other because you assume your partner will stick around anyway. It seems most people don't do it with the intent of hurting their partner. They're just self-centered and only concerned about their own feelings in the moment. Let me give you a few examples of what I see happening. 1. Making condescending remarks about your partner's thoughts or feelings. When your partner does or says something that doesn't make any sense to you, do you ask more questions to find out how they arrived at that conclusion? Or do you just let them know how dumb or misguided you think it is? When you always think you're right, every opinion your partner has as different from yours sounds ridiculous. To you, it has no ground because it's not supported by your personal experience. However, it's based on your partner's personal experience, which is just as valid and important as yours. Once you can learn to respect that, you'll find that your differences don't have to be points of contention, but opportunities to learn and understand a perspective other than your own. 2. Dismissive body language and tone of voice. What we communicate to each other isn't only composed of words. Our body language and tone of voice also contributes to the message you send to your partner. So when they're speaking and you respond with an eye roll, sucking your teeth, a condescending or sarcastic tone of voice, it communicates disrespect even if the words you're using don't. To them, it says they're incompetent or what they're saying doesn't have any merit. It leaves them feeling insulted and looked down upon. It's important to be intentionally conscious about how your body language and tone of voice play a role in the message you're sending your partner. It might take some practice, but the extra effort is worth protecting your relationship from the damage of disrespect. 3. Threatening to leave or give up on the relationship. Your partner needs to know they can count on you to get through troubling times when they come up. Each time you toss around the idea of leaving and don't, you chip away their trust in your commitment more and more. How can you expect them to be fully committed to you when you're showing them you'd rather leave than find a way to make it work when things get tough? The best way to handle not knowing how to fix whatever problem you're dealing with in your relationship is to just be honest with your partner about it. Let them know you feel discouraged or frustrated. Instead of using the situation as an opportunity to throw in the towel, use it as an opportunity to connect and work through the problem together. 4 is name calling. Names meant to hurt your partner have no place in your relationship at all, for any reason. Doing so is child's play and does nothing but make whatever problem you're dealing with already worse. Learn to direct your frustrations towards the problem you're dealing with and not towards each other. 5 is mocking or insulting your partner, especially in public. There's a big difference between joking and laughing together about something your partner did versus joking and laughing about what they did at their expense. Some people have a harsher sense of humor than others, and that's fine if your partner gets it. But once the joke becomes hurtful to them, it's no longer funny. Adding an LOL or actually laughing out loud doesn't remove the sting of harsh words, especially spoken by someone you love. At the end of the day, having respect in your relationship simply means that you treat each other with courtesy and place an equal importance on both of your thoughts and feelings. The fact is, your partner's opinions matter just as much as yours and deserve to be treated as such, no matter how off they may sound to you in the moment. Now, something that might be deemed disrespectful happening once in a blue moon isn't the end of the world. You can just talk about why it was wrong and discuss ways to make sure it doesn't happen again. However, if it's something that you actually get comfortable doing, especially on purpose, there are some deeper and more serious issues in your relationship that really need to be resolved, preferably with professional help.
Now the brother broke it down.
Whoa.
Period.
He made more sense than the young lady you played before.
Huh?
He made a lot more sense than the young lady that you played before.
Yeah, no, well, she made sense too. Let's keep it 100.
She definitely made sense, but I think he just clarified certain things that shouldn't happen in a relationship.
Well, you know, like we always say, try to keep the conflict out your relationship as much as possible. And I think that's one of the big things with, relationships going south. When you stop respecting each other, you're inviting conflict into the relationship. So simple.
Yeah.
Thank you. Look, Bennett says, wow. Okay. Ilsa, where you at? I know you heard this. Okay. Copper, what's your thoughts?
That told me somebody has to be in control. And when I say control, it means, physical control or trying to control.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Somebody has to be in the right mind state to understand what's going on and take control of the situation so it doesn't escalate to a next, right?
I think one of the, yeah, go ahead. Sorry,
that comes with comes with observation and knowing who you're with. You know what I'm saying?
That's deep right there.
I think the biggest mistake a lot of times with domestic violence and all the rest of that comes in is people don't understand who they're with. A lot of women have smart mouths, a lot of men just be like, oh, she got a smart mouth, but they don't really understand that, she got a smart mouth. Like, yeah, to the point where, okay, it's cool when we're in the crib, but when in front of my auntie.
Exactly.
Uncles.
Right. So it's all about understanding and being able to take control and know when to rev it up and know when to bring it back down.
All right.
So that's on both parts, but I put that more on the man because most of the time it's the woman with the that's
yeah.
Yeah.
Why does
with
KB.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but if it's most of the time with the woman,
if you're in a relationship and that's the person that you're with, if you don't take the necessary steps to observe that person and learn everything about them, it's going to eventually be a problem because when they're mad to the point where they're wilding out or whatever, you have to know how to mentally disarm them. Okay, boom, 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 boom. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to back up. I ain't going to raise my voice. I'm going to, and I'm going to bring it back down to a certain level to where I can control the situation. You know what I'm saying?
Like you said at the beginning, somebody got to control it, okay? And when you say control, you ain't talking about, oh, bitch, you got
But you know what? Sometimes it's not even a matter of control. You also have to take into consideration. You also have to take in consideration the birth order because that plays a lot. In a lot of times, people don't realize the birth order tells you the personality of that individual.
The who?
The what?
The birth order, whether you're the baby, the middle child, the oldest. That personality is going to play into your relationship.
What the hell?
Nah, I didn't know that.
Seriously.
No, I don't think I understand.
Okay.
Yeah, I need a wider explanation for that.
Well, think about it. Think about the personality of the baby of the family. The baby is usually the one that's more spoiled. They get more than the older child. Usually the older child is the one taking care of the younger siblings. And so when in that relationship, that's exactly how their personality is. They have, I wouldn't say they're a baby, but they have those traits.
Right.
Gotta get what I want.
Right? Middle child. I'm a middle child.
I am too. Let's go. Middle
child always feel like they're left out. The baby comes, they get all the attention.
No, I don't agree.
We got agreement.
My son is exactly like I am, which is why we're the closest when it comes to my 3 children, because I understand what he goes through being a middle child.
I don't feel left out.
No, that's an excuse. I'm sorry. I honestly feel like that's an escape route. That would be that a person would take that and say, well, I was neglected. I was always a middle child, so maybe I seek more attention, or I was the baby leadership role. No, I believe that if you truly love and respect a person, if you love a person, and again, love shouldn't hurt. So if you love a person and a person brings certain things to your attention as to, all right, this is disrespectful, I don't like that, regardless of which where you were born in, you should be able to be an adult and respect that. And if you love the person, you will make those changes. Now, if you don't respect the person, and 9 times out of 10, there's a reason for the lack of respect coming from a female or male point of view, then you would definitely show that. Now, it depends. And Capo, you said that, oh, you have to know the person you're dealing with. 9 times out of 10, we always meet the representative before we meet the person. And we can meet the representative a long time. But knowing, sometimes you could be a year into a relationship and the person is the perfect person. Oh my God, he's so amazing. She's so amazing. She works the whole entire year. She doesn't work. She get up every morning and go to her aunt's house. And then she acts as if she cares, and she acts like she's not possessive, and she acts like she's not abusive. And then she starts to get comfortable, and you start to get comfortable, and you start to allow certain things to happen. And over time, you start to see the true person come out, because the representative was the person you met in the beginning.
I finally agree.
So I think that if you feel like you're being disrespected,
it still ties, what I said still ties back into what Capo said, which is know the person. And it does matter. It does matter. And the only child, they have certain traits. Now, I'm not saying that's a reason for them to be abusive or anything. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is that is also learning about that individual, because a lot of times that birth order, the traits are the same. The traits are the same. I can always identify an only child. I work with employees. I hire employees and all the time. I've been in my company for 16 years, and every person that was an only child, I said, "Are you an only child?" And they're an only child, because those specific traits are there. Now, there's no excuse for abuse. That's not what I'm saying at all.
I agree with that.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Hey, Look Thinner says having that type of respect in video is absolutely intentional. An intimate relationship, you do understand who you're with. Yes, birth order, oldest child, they are trying to run it. I think considering birth order is a plus to possibly keep in mind.
He's absolutely right.
I don't agree with all of that. I don't.
I mean, I think that does have a form. You know, it helps. It actually has a spot in your relationship. It helps form those relationships, because that's the way you've known. That's the only way you've been when you've grown up. But I'm going to say it like this too. You got to know who you with. I mean, you got to have some communication, and you got to know who you with, and you got to have somebody that you wouldn't say nothing wrong to hurt their feelings or do anything bad to them ever. Period.
And I hear you on this, but check this out. That's just like saying, okay, Virgo, my name is Greg. Okay, you're gonna go by the zodiac sign. Okay, and then you're gonna be like, well, no, we can't be together because zodiac.
That's
Virgo.
totally different. We're talking about.
No.
We're talking about.
No, that's not at all what I'm saying.
You're saying birthing order. You're saying
that's not at all what I'm saying.
Wait a minute. You're saying birthing order. Okay, you're saying you can.
Greg, are you a Virgo?
Yes, I am. You can tell the. You can tell the. Yeah, I'm a Capricorn, a Virgo with Capricorn rising. Okay, but you.
Well, how the hell is that?
I don't know. I'm just saying something. All right, you know that's the song. You know, what was it say? Virgo. Okay. Float. Okay, so here we go. So Gina, what I'm saying in relation to stuff like that, okay, that stuff, you throw that stuff out the window, okay, because that stuff doesn't make a difference. You communicate and you talk to somebody, okay. I don't care if you're the baby child, okay. If you're the baby child and you're spoiled, okay, that spoiling is gonna get knocked out of you during that first conversation with them, okay. That's done. It's gone, okay. So that means nothing.
Some guys run into a spoiled relationship.
It does mean something, because when you talk about getting to know somebody, when you're talking about really getting to know somebody, then all of those traits, they do play into that individual.
Like, don't come up.
I think you're taking it the wrong way when you're saying, I'm going to meet you and you're the baby and I don't, we're going to click. No, we're not going to click. No, I'm saying when you talk about getting to know someone, that does play into that person's personality. It does.
I think it should be said out loud when those type of things happen, right? If you meet somebody that's the baby that's used to being spoiled or whatever the case is, and you meet this person, you're out for a night on the town or whatever the case is, I think that should be one of the conversations. If you know, if you don't know, then I don't know. But if you know, you should understand. Hey, look, The spoiled shit, I ain't gonna play. Let's go ahead and get.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not gonna play with you. The Google Gaga, you can keep that there if that's what you want it.
Right.
Fine. Believe me out of it. I'm not gonna play that type of game. So I don't believe that should be a cause of friction in a relationship, because I feel like I don't care if you was born the baby or the singer. When you're grown, we grown.
Right.
That's it. Exactly.
And you respect me, and it's that. And see, the thing about it
Yeah.
is they respect. That's vice versa. I mean, if I respect her and she respect me, I ain't worried about all that other stuff. You know why? Because of that. She respects me, and I respect her. I wouldn't do anything to make her not respect me.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Capo, didn't you say know who you're with, right?
But it's
That's
impossible
part of
to
who you with. That's the point I'm
but it's
making.
impossible to know completely who you're with. Like to wrap it all up, you really don't know anybody. You really don't know. You only know what the person is allowing you to see of them.
Until you had that communication.
I said that
And
earlier.
but as far as what you're willing to accept, I think that's another thing, is how far are you allowing this person to go with the constant disrespect or the things that you're not willing to accept? How long are you going to allow it to happen?
Right.
That's
How many
what
times
Capo
you done
said
seen it in
earlier.
public?
Capo talked about that earlier. Okay, how long do you let it go? It's up to you. You know, if you let somebody that's, you know, has already shown their hand,
Right.
and you continue, and you already see who he is, but you as a woman, you continue to let him go head on because, oh, he's so cute, he ain't gonna do this. I don't think he's gonna do this. Okay, shut the hell up with all of that.
Right. If you see him and he's capable of doing it to her, what makes you different?
The respect thing goes a long way, because at the end of the day, if you establish,
Thank you.
and that's why I say most people need to bring who they are to the table and
Right.
be
Right.
A lot more often. And also, most people need to put out in the beginning what you're willing to accept, what you like, what you dislike in the beginning, because I mean there'll be a lot more happy people walking around
off
if
the
you
top
just
of your
let the person know that.
you're gonna have to see to be like, oh no, I don't really like that, or whatever the case is. So you're not gonna think of everything off the top of your head, but it's the respect level. Understand this: if a person respects you, that boundary that they used to normally crossing, they're not gonna cross, and because they're gonna think first. They're gonna say, oh,
Right. I agree.
gonna be
Some
the
stuff won't take you out.
Yeah.
it's probably
I
gonna make
agree. And Capo, 1 second. But you and I, we had this conversation a while back about how long, and I came to you for counsel because I wanted to know if I was okay, like if I was losing my mind, if I was overreacting. You remember, you know what I'm talking about?
Well, you kind of slowed, so I don't know.
I do not like you.
Baby, you slow.
Thank you. I'm sorry. But what what I'm saying is I was in a relationship. It was a short relationship, and throughout the relationship, I started seeing things that I did not like. And I was like, listen, I don't like this. I feel like after a couple of times of getting hurt or accepting things and hoping that the person would change, because at some point in our lives, we all thought that the person would change, right? Or we could change the person at some point.
Conversation, because some people actually do change.
Exactly.
Yeah, but some people, not all people.
That's right.
And
Some
how many
people.
of us?
Right.
Some people, but not all people. So at one point, I was at one point where I was like, well, maybe this will change, or maybe if I keep telling him that I dislike this thing, then he'll stop doing it. And then I was talking to my brother, and I was like, hey, am I overreacting if I like dump him today? And my brother was like, what? So soon? I'm just like, I'm not willing to accept what's gonna make me. I'm not healthy mentally.
That's exactly what I said earlier.
Oh, damn that. What is your threshold? Okay. What is your threshold?
Zero.
Evidently it's zero.
But why should she have to move her bar because this goofball don't want to do what he's supposed to do?
Because you know, and looked in and said some stuff, one strike you out. Okay, I don't agree with that either. Okay, that's the thing.
I do.
I do. Give me a virtual 5, Gina. Boom.
Because both of y'all at the bottom. That's why I got y'all on the bottom, because y'all
That's
broke.
okay. We'll be up.
Right? We coming up, Gina. We coming up.
Heck of the thing, okay? Y'all, I mean, y'all,
But
y'all
that's when you start going into that trap, Greg, and you know that, man. And
Dude, come on.
have you seen, look, bro, have you ever seen a sister out with a disrespecting brother?
Yes.
And you want to,
Yes.
okay.
But
And I can
though.
see if a sister's out or she's trying to find a relationship that where she feels comfortable with, and you know, and she want to be loved and felt.
Maurice, if she ain't telling him, he's thinking it's cool. Okay, number one. Okay.
Yeah, but we're talking about.
I agree.
We're talking about if she's constantly, I'm bringing it to your attention. I'm not sending you any kind of.
Now you're grooming the man who's going to be just right for you. Now you grooming that man to be just what you want. Okay.
But how long? How long? How many times is it okay for you to accept the same thing I've been talking to you about? I feel like I talk to my children. I tell my children, hey, don't plug in anything. Don't use your hands while it's wet to plug in the iPhone charger. I have to redirect constantly my children, right? If I'm talking to a person over the age of 30, and I told you, hey, no, but hey, because if he told me this, I would respect it and it wouldn't happen again. I think it's the maturity of the person. One.
It sounds like you care about somebody to me. You know, that sounds totally different to me. It sounds like you care about them. You know, don't do that.
But I'm not going to keep repeating myself several times. If it's something I disapprove of, I don't like, and you keep doing it.
Why not? He's not a child. He's a grown ass man. He's no child.
Look, at some point, you have realized that you don't want to deal with this.
Right.
If you realize you don't want to deal with this, then don't deal with it. Don't sit around and pretend like you're going to keep dealing with it. And you're on the inside, it's eating you up.
You need to take
and that's where the disrespect come in, because you really don't care.
I just have one question.
Go ahead, Cabo.
All right. So while all of this is going on, you ladies don't see no potential?
Absolutely. Yes, there's potential for other things, but why is it that we have to continue to accept? Okay, he's gonna get it. He's gonna get it. No,
I wouldn't use the P word. I wouldn't use the word potential, because
we don't use that at all on this show.
It's like I said earlier. In every relationship, you are going to decide what it is you want to deal with and what you don't.
Yes.
And when you that's going to be different for every individual.
You done press the Gina button.
Hey, Maurice.
That's right, Gina.
Take that
Come through, Gina.
Gina, you need to take that half bass off your voice. You need to be taking that half bass off your voice.
You done push that button. Shoot. She sit up there, nose up flat out a little bit. I was like, oh shit.
Go ahead, Capo.
Yeah. Y'all gonna look like gazelles. Every relationship. Every time he take two steps.
I'm gonna tell you, Capo.
No, but you have to be
like a giraffe, a gazelle, a monkey.
Right. No.
Wait, you guys.
No.
Listen.
My point is solely okay. So, all right, you find the guy you like. You know, everything's pretty much running smoothly. You find things that you really ain't, too much feeling, and it really has you feeling like you're gonna go down with, right? What percentage in your mind are you leaning towards when that? Because you could possibly leave this dude that has so much potential, as you say, or as you believe, that may quote unquote change or tighten up, sharpen up, or whatever the case is, and get with the dude right after him that you're probably gonna be head over heels in love with, because that's
all right, Capo. But wait, that goes right into respect.
You didn't let him
if
finish.
you no, because he's talking. I see you pointing to him like you're right, but listen, that goes right into respect. Now, if you love me and you care enough about me, you'll respect what I'm saying. You'll respect what I like and what I dislike. You'll respect when I tell you that this is not conducive to how I'm trying to live my life.
Listen, you're not new. You're not new to what I say, right? And you're not new to my story. So This shouldn't
But
even.
your story is really different. No, let's be
No.
honest. Your
But
story is super different.
Capo,
Yes.
you
Yeah.
found the woman who was willing to stick in there, right? You found that woman.
I had no idea.
And you know what? I'll say to the guy that
She found him.
similar to that, I would say, I'm not that woman. Okay, I can be honest and say I'm not that woman.
That's
And
So
that's
that
cool.
way you can move on and find that woman who will stick with him.
So you're gonna groom a man up and make sure that he's doing this. You tell him the wrong things he's doing and this and that. And the next woman got her fantastic man now. Okay.
Good for her. They belong together. They were meant to be.
And you sitting in the house with 12 cats.
That perfect man that you look for. Well, not perfect, not perfect. Let me rephrase that. What are the chances are you finding the man with every last one of your standards?
0.
Right.
0.
You have
but I'm gonna find the one, and I'm with the one whose flaws I'm willing to accept.
80-20. That's what we used to call it.
Okay, I can accept that. I can respect that.
And I can tell you, it can be. I've dated guys for and I've dated guys for 3 months, and right away I'm like, I can't do it. 6 months, I can't do it.
But let me tell you,
I left my husband after 17 years because of something that I did not want to accept.
Let me tell you, Gina, I don't do the arguing and stuff. And when it comes to the arguing, you know what I do? I grab me a long bottle of Core because it's perfectly balanced pH purified water,
and they paying for it too.
Look,
and they paying for
let
it
me
too.
tell you.
They're
Let
doing
me tell you something.
Let me finish. They're doing their part for the environment because this plastic, this bottle is made of 100% recyclable plastic. Okay, Core, y'all make sure y'all get
that. Because something my mother-in-law taught me. Because I'm one of those capo that got the mouth.
It's okay. It's okay, Gina.
No, you don't.
My mother-in-law used to tell me, she said, stop. In order to think about what you say first, get you a glass of water and drink the water until you can formulate or until you can, respond in a better way.
Well, I'm laughing
that core will help. And you know what? I found that to be very, very
It also helps.
I had to hold that water in my mouth for a long time.
Gina, you know what I'm imagining? I'm imagining you taking that cup and you put it up to your face and you sit up there and go. But
you can't talk the water in your mouth.
Hey,
so that was a huge lesson she taught.
Core water will help your estrogen level too.
Man, you went there, didn't he? See, it's stuff like that. His horns come out, and he started talking about core water, and then it's over. He started talking about estrogen. People's firstborn.
Hey, long as I get my check, okay. Hey, Core.
For women like you, right? Again, this is where I kind of put the. Not the blame, but the mental mind state on men, right? With a woman like you that has a mouth, somebody again has to take control. So
already
act and go back and forth with you, and escalate my blood pressure and take this somewhere else, or I can look at you and I can figure out how to disarm you, right? That's where we have the separation, right? Women, y'all have one mode. When y'all mad, it's either if you're the mouth, you're gonna be the mouth for the next 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? If you're the physical one, you're gonna be the physical one for the next 3 hours. You know what I'm saying?
So ain't happen like that.
Hey, look, Finish says accept the flaws, willing to live with rather than they change or not is the thing. Get your thoughts and words together before you speak. Yes, you can get the words back. It's out there. And she's right. Think about what you say before that, okay?
How realistic is that in the heat of the moment?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, absolutely.
In the heat of the moment, something happens, something pop off, boom. I'm not going to step back and say, you know what? I'm going to step back and tell her I love her instead of saying I hate you. Yeah,
you know that's not going to happen, my brother.
Yeah,
I'm opposite, man. I'm gonna tell her I love you. While she's still saying, yeah, you're fatherless. You ain't got you, boy. You only wear size 10.
right. but it's a train of thought for both parties, right? If there's a genuine love or whatever's there, right? The respect level should be there. So certain things shouldn't even fly out your mouth. Yeah, you can think it all you want to.
Right.
Homegirl or your homeboy all you want to. You can jump on the phone with your mom and say, yo, this bitch,
Right.
Man.
If you respect the person, if you love a person, you'll be mindful of the things you say to them, even when you're upset.
Hey, little sister said you can't take action back either. Once you do, it's out there.
It's
right.
bad.
All right.
That is so true.
At certain times, it's not
Well,
that.
words is worse than hitting them.
Words, yeah, words is worse than a hit.
You got jail, keep you out of physical altercations, and keep you in your home and all kind. Sometimes you have to just be like, yo, all right. My thing is, oh, now don't do that.
No, but I honestly think that if you care, and I've learned from experience, you'll get the person's attention a lot quicker if you're displeased with something, if you're upset about something, and you are being respectful and being mindful of the things that you do say. If you take a little time out in that heat of the moment to just stay quiet, which I do that. I'm guilty of that. I'll just be quiet for a while, gather myself, and then I'll come back and try to talk about whatever it is. But that also comes in with respect. If you don't respect the person, then of course you're going to yell and scream. You're going to be, because if you care about a person, the next day you still have to see that person if you love them. And the words you said the night prior will still affect them.
my first marriage.
I have to be perfectly honest. I have to be perfectly honest on this panel. You can have the utmost respect, and anger can take over. I don't care. It's just the way it is. It's human nature.
But that's only if you allow it to happen. If I love my brother, and sometimes he and I will not speak because I don't like something he does or he did, and I'll wait. Correct?
Yeah.
Right. I'll wait, and then I'll come to him when I'm at a cooler little temperature or whatever, and I'll bring it to him the best way with respect.
The person should override anger. And that's for a person, and that's how you kind of figure out if you genuinely care for a person or not. Because genuinely care for a person, okay, yeah, anger gonna override. You gonna be like, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Instead of you be like,
but I've gotten angry with my mom, and I love the ground she walks on. But it doesn't happen often, but there has been a time or two when she angered me.
Yeah, you going to hell.
Yeah, but I love my dad. Listen, my dad is 77. Thank God. He's here with me right now from Panama, right? And there's been times where I wanted to say certain things, but out of respect, I close my mouth and I keep it moving. Why? Because the words that I can't take the words back. I can't take him hearing my words back in his brain. And I don't want him to think that from that moment of that I was upset. That's how I actually feel. Or that's gonna change our relationship because I said some hurtful things to him in that moment where I was upset.
But see, that's a different level. See, there's different levels of anger. I've been angry with my mom, but I'm not going to disrespect her. But I have been angry to the point where I'm like, but I'm not going to disrespect her.
Gina, where's the water?
Everybody. You cannot tell me people don't get angry.
Gina, have you ever had some barbecue ribs that are good enough to slap your mother?
Well,
from the mouth of Greg Gray, he said it again. That's what he gets for drinking that damn core water.
Right. We don't know what's in that bottle for real. We don't know what's in that bottle.
The core water.
It
doesn't come every time.
You may not know what's in this bottle, but this bottle and this bottle may have something different too.
Now you got to show them the baby water. You got to show them the baby water too. Let's get that one out.
Corey, send me a T-shirt or something, man.
Yeah, Corey, you gotta look out. He's definitely promoting. He pushing that Corey. But
I'm
Gina,
telling you.
I think it's more so also trying to like just allow yourself don't take yourself there, because it takes a lot to be upset and angry. You start sweating, your pressure goes up, you really, really upset. Just let it be for the moment. Be mad, go do something. Let it be known that you're upset. Walk away for a minute, gather yourself, and then come back. And I bet you'll be able to handle the situation a lot better than you would have had to been
That's the
screaming.
way you do it.
So check this out. Check this out. We are talking with Eternal Grind, the podcast, man. Look, as I said before, man, before I started this show today, I was scrolling through, just looking at some stuff, and they captivated, and as you can see why, they captivated my attention, okay? And Gina, you know how hard it is to get my attention, you know? Gina know me better than anybody, basically.
Yeah, he's a middle child, y'all.
Yeah, y'all gonna laugh?
Oh, sorry.
I'm laughing with you. I'm not laughing at you.
Yeah, that part.
Funny, but y'all know
you got a smile on your face. I figured
I can go. You know I can go, Gina. It's all good, though. But anyway, we talking the Eternal Grind, the podcast, man. You guys are some fantastic people, man. I appreciate everything that you guys are doing. I'm a fan. I'm going to be watching. Matter of fact, what we also do at DopelivenTV Live is after this show, man, hang out with us for about 5 more minutes, so don't go anywhere, okay?
Where's the banner?
Gina, who you want to put the banner up?
I can't. You have to do it.
Damn.
You have to do it. That's
Hold on.
right, Gina.
Hold on. Gina, you start closing the show then.
We really enjoyed the conversation with you guys. It was very, very awesome. And hopefully you guys will take some time to come back on the show again. We would love to have you on again. Just rich conversation is what we love. And that's what you guys brought today.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you guys' time and also allowing us to come on your show and have this great conversation.
Oh, hell no. You got too much estrogen. So anyway, look.
Every day.
Look, no, hold on. Before I go, hold on. Maurice, don't get mad at me, man.
What?
I
moved up, KB.
No, you didn't move up.
Wait, can he? Because Capo is mean.
No.
Can I come? I want to come. I want to come up here.
Hey, that's the wrong thing to say on this show.
No, I mean,
It's kind of crazy.
Especially you got Greg got the damn computer control.
Okay,
it's cool. I'll be down here with Maurice. What's up?
What's going on?
I told you what I did. Okay, but I was also a comedian too, and I was also a sex therapist, and I was also I was what was I, a paper boy? I was also a recycler.
The president of the United States.
I was right? But anyway, Eternal Grind, the podcast. You guys check it out. That's what it is at the bottom. Is scrolling, okay? Because Gina said put it on the banner. I put it on the banner.
That's right. Thank you, Gina.
You're welcome.
Before we go, KB, is there anything you'd like to say? And again, guys, we want to thank you guys for coming on. Anytime you want to pop on with us, we're on here Monday through Friday. We're on here Monday through Friday. And Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, what are we doing? We're doing relationships. We're talking about people. We're talking about trying to get people on happy, okay? But we also talk to entrepreneurs as well and try to get them connected, okay? This is what we do. But Thursdays and Fridays, we get to the music. If the music is there, I'm not going to come on Thursdays and Fridays. That music ain't there, all right? Because we want them to talk about their music. We want them to be on here with us and talk about the music. I put them on.
Actually, Walt was here this past weekend, and he's ready. Actually, he actually stays in Atlanta right now. So I'm gonna get him on. I'm probably gonna have to do a spotlight on him because he got a bunch of new stuff that's fire, dude. I mean,
let's get it. I mean, between us, and I'll tell you guys, and I'll tell you after we get off of here, if you guys can hang on for a little while after we get off. Yeah. KB, again, is there anything you want to say about today's subject about relationships?
Yes, I'm sorry, you guys. I just want to say, make sure you're living, because a lot of us are just existing. We're just here, willing to accept anything. When you're not willing to accept any old thing, that shows that you value yourself. You want to be happy. You want to actually live life. You are worth it. Love does not hurt. And definitely set your boundaries so so that the other person that's coming into a relationship with you would know what you're willing to accept, and don't just settle. And that's it. Thank you.
What you got, Maurice? Don't go nowhere, KB.
Oh no, y'all got it, man. That basically wrapped up what I was gonna say. With the exception of y'all the respect and love for each other, and whew, yeah, I mean it's a lot of other stuff to go with that, but the respect and love for each other is the biggest thing. The other stuff will kind of fall into place, and I mean, my first marriage was a train wreck, and it was everything that y'all said that was bad on here. It was that, and that was on both ends. It was on my end and her end. I mean, I'm not gonna sit up and say I was an angel. I was not an angel, not even close. It was no respect on either end. So, I mean, train wreck happened, and I got remarried, and I've been remarried for 25 years. So,
Congratulations! That is amazing.
so yeah, and picked up and rocked on. So, and
That's right.
and the biggest thing that we have, I mean, we were talking earlier about the fathers and things. I like to tell all fathers is to don't be scared. Quit being scared. It ain't gonna happen if you don't open your mouth. Quit being freaking scared. Ain't no dumb questions. The only thing is dumb is when you don't say nothing. You look dumb.
Right.
So I mean, please open your mouth and quit being scared. Because trust me, these white kids not gonna be scared to ask the questions, and you cannot blame nobody but yourself. When you don't take advantage of opportunities that are out there, because there's a lot of them out there, especially now. I mean, this crap opened up. I'm speaking for Tennessee. I don't know how it is every place else.
Long too.
But Tennessee is wide open. I mean, there's people moving here from Detroit. So, I mean, to come work here. I mean, and these people are $25 an hour coming down through here. So, start. So, some of the General Motors plants and the honey, but I'm just saying to all the brothers out there, don't give up. Look at stuff at a macro level, pick it apart bit by bit, and that's how you grow. You take those skills and they're transferable skills, moving from one spot to the next. And when somebody say you got that experience, yes, I got that experience. I managed people. You were a manager, whatever it might have been. You don't even have to mention it was from McDonald's, but you transferring that skill from one spot to the next.
Right. That's right.
Appreciate you, bro. Capo,
That's right.
First and foremost, man, I definitely want to give a shout out and show my appreciation for you guys for allowing us up here on this platform, do our thing, man. It was an amazing conversation. I had an amazing time with you guys, just conversating, just enjoying myself and just being free. Second of all, I want to say to the young brothers out there, listen, it's okay. Right now, you're probably messing up. I understand that you can love your queen. The black woman is everything to us, and they're our backbone. And sooner or later, you're going to realize that. So, all these rap music videos, which you're calling them bees and all the rest of that, it's all right. You'll get through that. I just want to say, KB, I don't think you should really speak for the women no more. You're a man. You should be on our side.
I still don't like you, ugly.
Yeah, I think
peace out. That's the comment of the day.
All right, we're going with the damn water.
You see, I laughed. I didn't curse him out, but I will later.
Gina, what you got?
Well, my only thing is take your time in a relationship. Everybody want a microwave relationship. Take your time, get to know the individual. You really won't know a person for the first 5 years, and sometimes it takes longer than that. Really, it takes a while to really know somebody. And so, just take your time with it. And the one thing that I want to say to men, when you're dating or when you're with a woman, think about this one question. Would I want my daughter to date someone like me?
Thank you, Gina. Thank you. That's what everyone can think of.
It ain't your turn, KB. Hold on, Gina. Go ahead.
That was beautiful, Gina. Thank you.
Kevin.
Right.
Anyway.
If you don't, okay, I'm sorry.
Anyway, look, everybody, it's DopelivenTV Live. I just want to say, look, Gina's right. Take your time, all right? But the biggest thing that I can leave you with is this. know yourself and love yourself before you try to give it to somebody else, okay? Because if you don't know who you are, if you don't love yourself, how can you give love to anybody else?
All right.
Period. Just love yourself first. Take your time, and then exactly, Gina. What about Greg? Damn. Anyway, this is Dope Living TV Live. See you guys tomorrow. I hope go slower, stop looking, and thank everybody for commenting today. Thank you to all the people who watch. Okay, we will definitely see you guys tomorrow. And Capo and KB, thank you guys for tuning in with us. You guys are welcome anytime. We do this.
Hey, Greg.
Yes, sir.
I might be mobile tomorrow because I'm gonna probably be in Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
And then I gotta go. Then I've got to go down to Arkansas. So
yeah,
I might have you just send a link to my phone.
I'll do that. Just I got your phone number.
Yeah, you got my number.
Actually, next Thursday I'll be in Colorado. Got some things going on there, and then I'm going to California, and I'm probably going to be up in New York with Capo and KB a little bit.
Okay,
got something to do.
You looking up Aisha?
Everybody, I'm too. Aisha, I apologize, man. Aisha, what's going on, brother? He got grill now, y'all. He got the gold grill. But I hope everything's working out with that music. Okay, let us know what's going on after we got you with those radio stations, man. All right, we want to know. We want to know what's going on. Y'all come back. All right, most definitely. Yeah. It's Living TV Live. Capo, KB, y'all hang out for a minute, okay? Before we disconnect. All right.
Peace. All
right, we out, y'all. As Uchi would say, power to the people. All right. Thank you guys. We'll see you tomorrow.